Hey everybody, Agmat's here today, and today we have the Visionshaper rework, the third one, or second one, no, third one, whatever, you guys get what the point is. We're going to be going over everything Visionshaper has, all the new stuff, so let's actually delve into it, right? So, for starters, as you can see, we have the clone. Now, the clone, like usual, will chase the enemy, but now it is no longer automatically attacking on its own. You have to M1 in order for it to M1. And whenever you use a Visionshaper clone, it copies your last move that you used, last critical or last mantra, right? And we'll get into how to use that in a second here, but the same thing with the loser counter happens, right? So go ahead and hit me real quick. Yeah, as you can see, it will spawn in a clone, and it will basically be the same as a loser servants. So they're the same as before, but instead of actually being automatic, now they can copy action. So we're gonna get into reality shift. If you use reality shift, right, it will TP your clone to the person you have summoned the clone on and use said ability. All right. So for example, we're going to go ahead and use Flaming Scourge here. I summon the clone. Now he's able to use Flaming Scourge, reality shift him. And now I can do like a little combo here with the clone, right? And yeah, I don't know why my clone went over there. But anyway, now there's another thing you can actually do with your clone, right? And that is whenever you spawn in your clone, you can press X or whatever you want to change the key here to. It's swap or whatever it's called. You press X and you can switch with them, right? So this can be really good for, like, for example, if you reality shift, he does his crit, then you switch out, do your crit after, like switch on him. Now, to be honest, trying to perform that in a real fight, kind of difficult. But that is not the only thing you can do with Visionshaper. They actually, unfortunately, they replaced Realm and they replaced it with Mirror Shift. Now, what Mirror Shift does is Mirror Shift will spawn a clone of the opponent whenever you hit him with it. It's an AoE kind of damaging move, right? And if it hits you, right, because it is parable blockable, by the way, it can basically like clone your opponent, right? And it will use what your opponent's last mantra or last crit was. It'll use that when you use reality shift, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. That just keep in mind that not every crit works with the Visionshaper, like the Hero Blade one. It won't do the Hero Blade crits. It will still do the regular like sword crits, unfortunately, right? Now there is also a spark. I think it's like a reversal spark with a loser counter, right? Where if you use a loser counter, it also, instead of giving yourself like your clone, it will give your opponent basically like you'll copy your opponent and that will be your clone, right? So that is also a nice alternative to a loser counter right there. But basically, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. That's like pretty much everything for the most part. You still have like the, you know, the thing where on knock you like go invisible, right? And speaking of invisibility, right, the time you stay invisible for is much shorter. Illusory Servants is summoned much faster, all right? Yeah, so yeah, that's still a thing. You still have Cheap Trick or whatever, where if like you're below 50% health, you know, you go invisible and you summon a clone. But for the most part, yeah, that's really all, man. Dude, you gotta kind of be a little bit creative with it. It's a little bit tough to use right now, I can't lie. But I think once they like give it a few more buffs and give it a couple extra things, it'll actually be very, very solid. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.